Yesterday, one country posted a meme that explained an entire war better than any news channel on the planet. It's a picture of a car. On the left, the real steering wheel. On the right, on the passenger side, a little pink toy steering wheel. The kind toddlers play with. The kind that clicks and spins and isn't connected to anything. And the message? Sure, you can hold this. You can turn it. You can pretend you're driving. But the car goes where we say it goes. That meme was posted by Iran, about the United States, about the most important road on the entire playground. And the thing is, they might be right. Let me explain. Like you're 5. Okay, if you watched our first 2 videos, you know the playground. You know the kids. You know about the night everything got smashed, and you know about the water war that followed. But there's one piece of this whole fight that we mentioned twice and never fully explained. The road. Every playground has roads, but this playground has one road that's different from all the others. It's the only road that connects the gas station to the rest of the playground. And when I say gas station, I mean where all the fuel is. The stuff that heats houses, runs cars, powers factories, makes everything work. Every single day, 20 million trucks drive down this one road. 20 million. 1 out of every 5 trucks on the entire playground has to squeeze through here. And this road is so narrow that one single kid, can mess with it because his house sits right on the edge of the road. He's been living there his whole life. He didn't choose the location. Geography chose it for him. And 3 weeks ago, after his house got bombed, his collection got smashed, and his leaders got taken out, that kid did the one thing everyone said he'd never actually do. He grabbed a chair, dragged it to the middle of the road, and sat down. And nobody could pass. Now, when a kid drags a chair into the middle of the road, the biggest kid on the block usually just picks up the chair, with the kid in it, and moves it. Right? That's what you'd expect. But this wasn't just a kid in a chair, because before he sat down, he did something else. He reached into his pockets and scattered something all over the road, in front of the chair, behind the chair, between the lanes. Marbles. But not fun marbles. Not the kind you play with at recess. These marbles explode when you roll over them. The grown-ups call them sea mines. The Iran kid dropped at least 12 of them across the road. You can't see them from far away. You don't know exactly where they are, but you know they're there, and it only takes one to blow up a truck and everything inside it. The kid who runs recess sent his team to sweep the road. They found and smashed 16 marble trucks. The vehicles the Iran kid was using to drop new marbles. But here's the thing about marbles. You sweep the road today, and tomorrow there might be more. You never know. That's the whole point. Result? 95% of the trucks stopped coming. 20 million trucks a day turned into less than 1 million. The rest? Parked on the side of the road, engines off. Nobody wants to drive over a road that might explode underneath them. But here's where the Iran kid turned a blockade into a business. He pulled out a clipboard, and he started checking IDs at the chair. "You're my friend. Drive through, no charge. I'll clear a lane for you. You're nobody special, but you've got cash. Pay me first, then maybe. You're with the kid who runs recess?" He points behind him. "Turn your truck around." The kid whose house just got bombed 3 weeks ago was now running a toll booth on the most important road on the playground, collecting rent, picking favorites, deciding who eats and who doesn't. And nobody could stop him. Because the road runs past his house, the marbles are on his street, and the chair is his. Now, if you're the biggest kid on the playground, and you just watched the kid you bombed take over the only road that feeds everyone, what do? You bluff. March 23rd. The kid who runs recess walks up to the toll booth and makes an announcement. Loud. So every kid on the playground can hear. You have 48 hours to get out of that chair and clear this road. If you don't, I'm turning off every light in your house. Every single 1. In grown-up language, Trump threatened to destroy every power plant in Iran, the whole country's electricity, gone. In 2 days. And for about 5 minutes, the entire playground held its breath. Then something weird happened. The same kid. Same afternoon. Changed the number. Actually, 5 days. I'll give you 5 days. Because we're having good talks. Very productive talks. 48 hours became 5 days. Just like that. And every kid noticed. Every single one. Because on a playground, there's a word for when you tell someone you're going to do something scary and then you don't do it. That's a bluff. And everybody just watched you blink. But then, and this is the part that made the whole playground tilt its head sideways. He said something that nobody expected. Not the Iran kid. Not the other kids. Not even his own friends. Actually, me and the Ayatollah should control this road together. Jointly. The two of us. Side by side. Let me make sure you heard that right. The kid who bombed the other kid's house, who smashed his collection, who took out his commanders, who gave him 48 hours. No, wait, 5 days. That kid just said, let's share the steering wheel. Me and the Ayatollah, whoever the Ayatollah is, whoever the next one is. He actually said that. On camera, to reporters, with a straight face. And that is when the Iran kid reached for his phone. Now, what the Iran kid did next is, and I mean this, one of the most perfect pieces of playground communication I've ever seen. He didn't throw a punch. He didn't yell. He didn't write a 10-page letter to the principal. He posted one picture, a car dashboard. Real steering wheel on the left. Big, black, connected to the engine, connected to the wheels, connected to the road underneath, the one that actually decides where the car goes. And on the right, on the passenger seat, a pink plastic toy steering wheel, stuck to the dashboard with a suction cup, for a toddler. The kind that goes clickety-click when you turn it and does absolutely, completely, 100%, nothing. Caption. The Strait of Hormuz will be controlled by me and the Ayatollah. Sunglasses emoji. Grin emoji. And in that one picture, the Iran kid said everything. You want to share control? Adorable. Here's your steering wheel. Hold it. Turn it. Make vroom vroom noises with your mouth. Press the little horn button. Beep beep. Feel like a big boy. But when it's time to decide which trucks pass and which trucks don't, my hands are on the real wheel, and we both know it. The internet called it the greatest geopolitical troll of all time. A meme worth 10 missiles. The only steering wheel that ever ended a debate. But here's what most people missed while they were laughing. It's not just a meme, it's the truth. Because the kid who controls a road isn't the kid with the most trucks. It's not the kid with the loudest megaphone. It's not even the kid with the biggest toys. It's the kid whose house is on the road. The kid who can drag a chair into the lane. The kid who can scatter marbles nobody else can find. The kid who wakes up every morning and looks out his window at the only road that matters. Geography gave him the real steering wheel. Not strength, not money, not allies. Geography. No amount of bombing can change a kid's address. If this video is making the most confusing part of this war finally click, share it with one friend who still doesn't understand why gas prices doubled this month. That's all I ask. Now let's talk about the kid who has nothing to do with this fight. The kid this video is really about. You. See, the fuel that flows through that road doesn't just go to the big kids. It goes to everyone. It's in the truck that brought your cereal to the store. It's in the ship that brought the parts of your phone from a factory overseas. It's in the generator that keeps the lights on at your school. It's in everything. And when one kid blocks that road, the cost of moving everything goes up. And when the cost of moving everything goes up, the cost of buying everything goes up. Your gas, your groceries, your heating, your clothes. Things you didn't even know were connected to a road on the other side of the playground. The grown-ups who count everyone's savings ran the numbers. If this road stays blocked, every kid on the playground loses almost 3% of their savings jar. Every kid, even the ones who've never heard of this road, even you. But the kid who's panicking the most right now isn't even in the fight. It's the quiet kid who's been saving his allowance for years. China. 83% of what goes through that road is headed to his side of the playground, his factories, his cities, his everything. He's been watching this road his whole life. He's built his entire routine around it. And right now, a kid in a chair with a clipboard is deciding whether his trucks get through or not. India, Japan, South Korea. Same story. Different kids, same road, same panic. The energy grown-ups, the IEA, called this, word for word, the greatest energy security challenge in history. And some kids tried to build detours. The Saudi kid and the UAE kid have little side paths, small pipelines that go around the blocked road. But those paths can only fit about 4 million trucks. The road handles 20 million. That's like locking someone's front door and saying, just use the cat flap. Sure, your hand fits. Good luck with the rest of you. So here's the question every kid on the playground is quietly asking each other behind cupped hands. Does the biggest kid actually have a next move? Or is he just sitting in the passenger seat, turning a toy wheel, pretending he's driving? Think about the last 5 days. He threatened to turn off all the lights, then backed down. He said there were secret talks. Iran said there were none. He proposed sharing the wheel. Iran posted a meme. Ultimatum, backtrack, bluff, blink, meme. And the next day, while those very productive talks were supposedly happening, Iran launched a fresh wave of missiles at Israel, holes in apartment buildings in Tel Aviv, families pulled from rubble. That's the scariest part of this whole story. Not that the road is blocked, roads get blocked. It's that nobody knows who's driving. The kid in the driver's seat says he's got the wheel. The kid in the passenger seat says he's got it too. And the car full of everyone's fuel, everyone's food, everyone's everything. It's parked in the middle of the road, going nowhere. The first video was about toys getting smashed. The second was about drinking water getting cut off. This one is about the thing that connects everything else. The road, the fuel, the steering wheel. Because right now, the kid whose house got destroyed is sitting in the driver's seat. And the kid who destroyed it is in the passenger seat, holding a pink toy wheel, making engine noises with his mouth. And 20 million trucks full of the stuff that makes the world work are stuck in traffic, watching 2 kids argue about who's driving a car that isn't moving. Next time someone tells you this war doesn't affect you, show them the price of gas this week. Then show them this video. For new viewers, the first 2 episodes explain how this whole fight started. Watch them in order. Everything clicks. Question for the comments. Who do you think is holding the real steering wheel right now? See you in the playground.